Hey, everybody. So, thanks for joining me on this episode of The Kitchen. Although we are not in my kitchen, I am going to momentarily share with you my special guest for today. And I'm in his kitchen where he makes a lot of holistic and herbal supplements, and he knows a lot more about that. We're going to be talking about inflammation this week and next weekend. So, I thought, who better to discuss that than Dr. Al Costanza. He's a functional medicine doctor and educator. I'll let him go into detail about that and explain exactly what that is. And so let's kick it over to Dr. Al. Go ahead.
Hello.
All right.
Hello, everyone. Dr. Al Costanza, functional medicine clinician educator, been in practice going on 36 years now, basically. So what is functional medicine? The difference between functional medicine and allopathic medicine, functional medicine based on the principle of what we call systems biology. In other words, one organ system influences another, okay? More Newtonian kind of principle. And also biochemical individuality, the diet, the lifestyle, the supplement, the medication that serves person A, then for person B makes person C sick. So in functional medicine, the number one principle is we get to the underlying imbalances, okay? So, cells make up tissue, tissue make up organs, organs make up you. So we have way of finding out, assessing what's going on at the cellular level, most important.
Nice. Okay. So you can see that I would not have explained that very well at all. So I've got a couple of questions here for Dr. Al today. And just for us to learn a little bit more about, first of all, he's described kind of what functional medicine is, but let's talk about inflammation. What is it, right? So let's talk a little bit about that. How does that impact our health?
Absolutely. First of all, I want to start and use the word inflammaging, okay? Because as we get older, we become more inflamed, unfortunately. But inflammation is associated with all chronic illness, okay? You think of Alzheimer's, dementia, fire in the brain, okay, is another name for it. Heart disease, cancer, particularly autoimmune diseases. You think of people with asthma, eczema, arthritis, all lupus, all different types of autoimmune diseases associated with that. And there are ways of putting the fire out, so that's most important. As far, as dietary principles, I'm talking cold water fish, we're talking pomegranate, papaya, nuts and seeds, essential fatty acids are very important, your olive oil high in your monounsaturated fats and so forth with that. You want to consume less of the omega-6s. So some of these are your vegetable oils. You go through the aisle and they'll have the Western oil and vegetable oils and sunflowers and all of that, particularly when you cook with it, because it doesn't have a high flash point. And those type of oils increase what's called arachidonic acid, which is prone inflammatory. And there's other foods. There's things like avocado, a number of different, like I said, cold water fish in particular. But there's a lot of, your food is your medicine. Food is information to your cells. However, if you want to jump on it and do it quickly and reduce your inflammation, basically we use supplements. The first one is, it's going to be a high dosage EPA DHA fish oil. But you need to dose it high. You need to dose it 4 to 5 grams, 4 to 5,000 milligrams for a while, and then go to a maintenance level of about 1,000 to 1,500. But at that point, at the 4 to 5 grams, at that point, it works as a great anti-inflammatory, okay? That's one. Another one is with your herbs. For example, this is one of my formulas called Alive Again Beyond Relief, and it has in it turmeric, boswellia, green tea, ashwagandha, ginger, grapeseed extract, cacao, and so forth and so on with that. So those two, if there were two supplements, I would recommend that. There's another one called SPM. SPM stands for Specialized Pro-Resolving Mediators. It's a derivative from fish oil potentiated, the anti-inflammatory part of that. That comes in little gels and so forth. And as you know, exercise. Someone goes to a rheumatologist and they say, what is the number one thing I can do that's not going to cost me anything, that I can do to reduce inflammation? Exercise. So important. So it's kind of a good marriage between, functional medicine and what Ann does. Both of this together is very, very powerful, and can help prevent people from going on long-term medications which have interactions with each other. And medication's not the answer. Someone has bad joints and they go on prednisone for a while, a corticosteroid and so forth. And then after about 2 or 3 years, the doctor says, we can't give you this anymore. Why is that, doc? Well, it's destroying your joints. Well, you never told me that,
Yeah.
So, yeah. So anyways, inflammation, putting the fire out, I can't emphasize it enough. It's so important. It reduces your risk for heart disease, for cancer, for Alzheimer's, dementia, diabetes, and the list goes on.
Wow. So that is, let me see if I can get myself back in here. So Dr. Al, that was really great. And, I got to tell everybody, you guys check in with me. You hear, I didn't tell him to say anything. Okay.
No.
He did it all on his own.
But
it's because,
Factual.
you and I kind of speak
Yeah.
the same language.
Right.
We talk about avocados and walnuts. You guys did my pomegranate and walnut dip the other week. And so we really kind of focus on these things. So I totally brought him here for validation. No, I didn't. No. So hopefully you guys got some great takeaways. I wanted to mention your TikTok. If you want to have some more information about Dr. Al, it is, I just said it out loud, Functional Doc 1. Is that what it was on TikTok?
Basically, if you put in TikTok and Dr. Al Constanza, it will come up. You don't have to be a TikTok subscriber, and you can still watch the TikTok. We're up to 115 now.
Wow.
Videos.
Nice. Okay,
Yeah.
great. So if you want some more information from Dr. Al,
Yeah.
he's got a bunch of, I subscribe to some of his supplements as well that I take. Really excellent, really obviously knows his stuff, as you can see here. So thanks for joining me with Dr. Al Constanza on this episode of The Kitchen.
And thank you, Ann.
Thank you.